It is time to put him in the win column. I'm Scott Spreitzer. He's Doug Upstone. We are DocSports.com, and we're talking some baseball. Big time matchup this weekend, the Dodgers and the Giants from Oracle Park in San Francisco. One of my favorite ballparks, and maybe my favorite. Been there many times. But what a battle going on in the NL West between the Giants, the Padres, the Dodgers. We've got two of those teams going head-to-head this weekend. Giants have won 5 in a row. The Dodgers, with the game to be played on Thursday night, have won 7 of 8 going into that game against Arizona. But, Doug, the Dodgers are scheduled this weekend to go with Bauer, Buehler, and Julio Urias, while San Francisco has Wood slated for Friday, DeSclafani on Sunday. They've not yet committed or named anyone for Saturday, but we're talking about two red-hot baseball teams, red-hot pitching staffs. Which one stays hot this weekend as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, and it's going to be next weekend too. I think they're playing a 4-game series next weekend for the holiday weekend, so that'll be fun too. But, San Francisco, Scott, you look at this team and, they just continue to win. And they're going to come home off that road trip, 6-2, and two of their losses, and the two losses, one was in extra innings and the other one was in the bottom of the ninth in a 6-6 game. So, they could have easily gone 8-0 on that road trip. And, in the game, as we talk here, they just scored 19 runs today on Thursday. So that's pretty good. But the thing that's most amazing to me about this team is that it's like looking at the past, specifically the world championship teams, the team that won 3 world championships the last decade. They're playing almost exactly the same type of baseball. I think they're scoring at 4.2 runs a game. So their offense isn't overwhelming, but clutch hits all the time. Posey, you name the guy. They're only giving up, I think, 3.4 runs from their pitching staff, and their pitching staff, though undistinguished by name, has been very effective. And they don't beat themselves, and that was exactly how they played under Bruce Bochy before. Yeah. And somehow Gabe Kepler, who didn't do so well in his previous stop, it's working. And so this team is playing great now. The Dodgers, they've turned it around, seem to be going in the right direction. But like a lot of world championship teams, the following year brings new challenges. So that's kind of the thing. So how am I looking at this, Scott? I'm looking at it this way. The Dodgers are 21-7 in outcomes by 2 or more runs. In outcomes of 1 run, they're 4-11. I'm going to say take San Francisco. I think I got this right. Take San Francisco to win 2 one-run games this weekend. I'll go with the Giants. What do you think, Scott?
You mentioned Bruce Bochy, and it's funny that you said that because I keep looking for him, like maybe some candid or sneaky clubhouse photos, clandestine type photos taken in the clubhouse to see if he's pushing all the buttons, because it is so similar to the style of baseball he managed. I had Bruce Bochy. It's funny. I used to do the Stardust Line radio show back in the 90s from like 91 through 96. It was the co-host of the Saturday night show at the Stardust. And we used to do it in the sports book. There would be, on a football Saturday night, there would be 150 people in there, and we would do the show live in front of the crowd. And Bruce Bochy was one of our in-person guests back in like 1996. And let me tell you, and I mean this in the nicest of way, his head's about that big. We had to get a bigger dais. But anyway, talk about a brain when it comes to baseball. And you're right. I see the same kind of stuff being employed with the 2021 Giants as we did when Bochy had this team play at its best level of baseball a few years ago. Listen, I look at that Game 1 battle on Friday, and as good as Trevor Bauer has been, Alex Wood has been even better, believe it or not. His xERA, his xFIP, both below 2.9. His batting average against at home, 134. His WOBA against, 202. And I looked at the Dodgers bats, and even though they're playing a better baseball right now, as I mentioned, winning 7 out of 8 as we cut this video, they're 25th in baseball on the road against Southpaws in both WOBA and weighted runs created plus, and not much better than that over the last couple of weeks. So listen, San Francisco top 10 in both of those metrics that I just mentioned, except home against righties. That's a big price to me. The Dodgers are laying already on Friday, over $140 on the road. I got to lean to San Francisco as the underdog here, and I'm going to think they take 2 of 3 in this series also, Doug Upstone. So we're hopefully it's a case of great minds thinking alike, right? Anyway, hey, folks, check that out at the top of your screen. You see a free $60 account. Below that screen, you'll see a chance to click on a free $60 account. You get yourself set up for those free $60. You can use them on any of our daily packages. Doug Upstone's, mine, anybody else on the roster over at DocSports.com. Heading into the NBA playoffs, or we've had a couple of play-in days already. Doug's had a tremendous run in the NBA. And as we speak, and if you can hear that, I'm knocking on wood, baseball, basketball, NHL, WNBA, Monday through Wednesday, 10-0. So we're going to look to keep that going Thursday night and into the weekend. So check it all out, folks. Again, you just click on the link below the video, get yourself set up for that free $60 account. He's Doug. I'm Scott. We are DocSports.com. Let's put him in the win column.